The Rolling Stones in a pickup truck, the greatest guitar riff of all time, and Bob Seger and Cheryl Tiegs. It's all this week in rock history. May 1st, 1975, the Rolling Stones announced their tour of the Americas by rolling down Fifth Avenue in New York City, playing Brown Sugar from the back of a flatbed truck. Rumor has it Keith only fell off 3 times. 1984, drummer Mick Fleetwood filed for bankruptcy. It was reported that the drummer had spent thousands of dollars on cocaine a month and had refused to listen to financial advisors, buying up several homes, a $400,000 spread in Hawaii, and a $1.8 million farm outside Sydney, Australia. Maybe he should take heed from the Beatles. In 1964, on May 1st, they got $140,000 for the rights to having their pictures included in packages of bubble gum in the USA. May 2nd, 1986, Judas Priest kicks off their Fuel for Life tour with a show in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Now, it's the first time lead singer Rob Halford, who went to rehab in January that year, has ever performed sober with the band. 1964, the Beatles' second album, a collection of B-sides and sundry tracks yet to find home in the States, goes to #1 in America, replacing their first album, Meet the Beatles. And back with the Rolling Stones, 2006 on this day, Keith Richards was released from hospital in New Zealand after the 62-year-old suffered mild concussions when he fell out of a coconut tree while on holiday in Fiji. And on May 2nd, 2004, Total Guitar Magazine readers voted Guns N' Roses' anthem Sweet Child of Mine as the greatest guitar riff ever. What do you think? May 3rd, 1976, Paul McCartney and Wings open their first Wings tour. It's a massively successful Wings Over America tour, which began in Fort Worth, Texas. The concert sold out 28 cities in 4 hours. Maybe the Beach Boys could have learned something on this day. In 1968, they began a United States tour with Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, who gives a lecture at the opening of the act. The tour was a flop, and some of the dates were canceled. May 4th, 1974, Grand Funk's cover of The Locomotion hits #1 in America. 1968, Steppenwolf makes their U.S. television debut, performing Born to Be Wild on American Bandstand. And on May 4th, 1986, Robert Palmer showed us the ultimate backup band when his song Addicted to Love hit #1 in the U.S.
I'm singer, you're drummer. Right.
May 5th, 1992, Mike Love and Bruce Johnston of the Beach Boys appear on the Full House episode Captain Video, Part 1. And in 1984, Simple Minds singer Jim Kerr married Pretenders singer Chrissie Hynde in a horse-drawn carriage in Central Park, New York City. If you gave him a wedding gift, you might want to ask for it back. The couple divorced in 1990. 1997, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for the first time holds its induction ceremonies in Cleveland. Happy birthday, Bob Seger, 1945, born in Lincoln Park, Michigan. And in 1978, model Cheryl Tiegs appears on the cover of Time magazine, inspiring Bob's song Hollywood Nights. 1965, more Keith Richards, not in a coconut tree, but this time in a hotel in Clearwater, Florida. Wakes up in the middle of the night, has a 3-song riff rolling around in his head. He jots down the 3 notes, and it later becomes Satisfaction. May 7th, 2016, after completing a tour with Guns N' Roses, Axl Rose takes over as lead singer for AC/DC, filling in for Brian Johnston at a show in Lisbon after Johnson's told that continuing the tour could result in permanent hearing loss. By 2020, with the thanks of an inner ear thing of some sort, he was able to return to the stage. 1969, The Who releases Pinball Wizard, and we all know what happened from there. And May 7, 1977, checking into Hotel California as it takes the top spot on the American charts. Well, that's the week in rock history, and for great rock all day long, check in with KY102. And at noon weekdays, it's Dick and Katie's Rock Request Lunch. We're looking to play your favorite song. You can call this number anytime, 816-388-0777. See you next week.